The $85,000 lesson. The doctor's words hit like a hammer. Without treatment, you have 3 months to live, Mrs. Anderson. That afternoon, I walked straight into my son David's law office, my hands shaking, medical papers in hand. "Mom, what's wrong?" he asked. "I have cancer. I need treatment. $85,000. His expression fell. He hugged me, then slowly backed toward his desk, the businessman mask sliding into place. "That's a lot of money, Mom. Let me talk to Jessica." Jessica, his wife, the one who never liked me. 3 days later, he called. "Mom, Jessica and I discussed it. $85,000 is our entire emergency fund. We can't risk that. I'm sorry." I reminded him how I'd raised him alone, how I'd worked 2 jobs to put him through law school. He sighed. "That was your choice, Mom." I hung up before the tears came. Days later, I saw Jessica's birthday invitation on Facebook. A luxury ballroom, custom decor, $300 per guest. Then came the posts, her $8,000 gown, the live band, the ice sculpture, a $230,000 party. $230,000. But no money to save his mother's life. I mortgaged my home the next morning, paid for my treatment myself, and I lived. 6 months later, my cancer was gone. But so was my faith in my son. I sold my house, vanished, and started over in Phoenix. A small apartment, new friends, new life. I began helping retirees manage money. It grew into a business. By the time I turned 68, I owned a company worth millions. Then, 6 years later, my secretary said, "Mrs. Anderson, there's a man here claiming to be your son." David. He looked nothing like the confident lawyer I remembered. His eyes were hollow, his voice cracked. "Mom, I'm so sorry. Jessica. She took everything. The house, the money. She ran off with her trainer. I'm broke. Facing charges. I need your help." I listened quietly, then asked, "How much?" "50,000, just to start my defense." 50,000. Less than the cost of the treatment he refused to pay. "You thought of me because you need money," I said. Tears streamed down his face. "Please, I made a mistake. I was selfish. I should have helped you." I opened my desk drawer and pulled out a check for $50,000. "You can have this," I said. "But there's a condition. You have to ask me the same way I asked you. On your knees." He froze, then slowly sank to the floor. "Please, Mom," he whispered. "Save my life." It wasn't victory I felt. It was sorrow, the quiet kind that comes when justice finally arrives too late. I handed him the check and a folder. Inside, you'll find testimony from Jessica's ex, proof of her crimes. You'll be cleared within a month. He stared at me. "Why help me? After everything." "Because I learned something when I fought cancer alone," I said. "I'm strong enough to survive without hate, but I won't let it turn me into someone like you were." 6 months later, his name was cleared. He started over, humble, grateful. Every Sunday he called me, not for money, but to ask how I was. A year later, he flew to Phoenix and placed a cashier's check on my desk. $85,000. "The money I should have given you," he said. "With interest." I smiled. "I don't need it." "I know," he said. "But I needed to give it. Sometimes life teaches you with loss. Sometimes karma does it for you. And sometimes, the hardest lessons cost exactly $85,000.